Hello. Hey Lisa, how you doing, honey?
Hey Lisa, how are you?
So we're gonna get started. We have some things to go over tonight for the new people that don't know about the trip to Punta Cana. We're gonna quickly review those slides, and then we've got some things tonight to talk to you about how to release the power that you have within you into your business and how to listen to people's objections and turn them around so that you're helping them overcome objections. All right. That's what's going on for tonight. So let me bring up our share. All right. I'll get this down in just a second. Okay. We're going to have to start that all over again. There we go. Okay, folks. So this is regarding the
First of all, we're Carmen and David Abdo, and we're coming to you from Lantana, Florida. Before we begin, just wanted to make sure you guys knew.
so this incentive trip is a global thing. Then the qualifications are mostly the same, but each region has something a little different. So please check the email that corporate sent you regarding you in your region, because the European one is slightly different than the North American one, and the Asia Pacific one is a little bit different than the other two. So what we're going to do is learn how to earn this free trip and the best way to earn it. And we're also going to learn how to work together as a team. Okay. So with that, it started on April 29th. So whatever activity that you had beginning on April 29th, this ends on September 1st. You have more than enough time to make the trip, even if you're just now starting tonight. If this is your first night?
Guys, we're so excited about this because I don't know about you, but I have never worked for a company that has offered me a free trip.
No.
And I have been a self-employed business owner for many, many years. And the only trips that we've ever gone on have been trips that we paid for ourselves because nobody was sending us there. So I don't know if you've had that experience, but this time around, Lifewave is going to send you on these free trips. So I don't know if that excites you or not, but it sure excites me because I've never been to Punta Cana and I always wanted to go. And I want to be with friends, with like-minded people, with people that, we're with and, do life with and are on this journey building this business together. And we know that we're going to have a lot of fun and we want you to join us. So we want to take as many people with us as we can. And we have our own little promotion that we're going to be talking about tonight of what we're going to offer for you as an incentive to go on this trip with us. Okay, so how great is that? You're going to be doing what you need to do to build your business, and on top of that, you're going to be rewarded. So one of the ways that you can earn the trip, there's two ways. First way is you're going to earn it by accumulating points. 60 points equals 2 tickets and 1 flight. 85 points gives you 2 tickets and 2 flights. And for North America, our trip to Punta Cana, that's including Canada and Mexico, and Cayman Islands and Puerto Rico. And Asia Pacific obviously is going to Vietnam, and like David showed, Europe is going to Marrakesh. So the trips are running side by side. Okay, so this is very interesting that even though we're on opposite sides of the world, we're going to be going on this trip around the same time, so that's really exciting. And we're all going to be able to share our pictures and share our experiences with each other as a team. So that's wonderful. The other way that you get to earn the trip is by going senior director. And this is, for all of you that have not hit senior director, I would encourage you to run for this because it is the easiest way to get the trip. For us as executives, we have to earn it by the point system. We cannot do it as a senior director because we've already reached that level. So I encourage all of you to run for the senior director, and you're going to hold it for 6 additional weeks, not consecutive. Well, this is going until September 1st. It was a total of 18 weeks. We are completing our, I believe, week number 6, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, this Sunday ends week number 6. And so you still have 12 weeks left, okay, after Sunday. Totally doable. There's already people that have earned the trip, and I can tell you, just run like you've never run before and be part of this experience with us, because I promise you, you're not going to be sorry.
This is not just about a trip, because as you build your business, you make money. And this is about you putting plenty of cash in your pocket. At the same time, for building your business, corporate is going to be sending you on a free trip. So that's the carrot they're dangling to get you to do what you were going to do anyway, which is build your business. So Carmen mentioned Go Senior Director, keeping it really simple in picture form. When you enroll as a gold or upgrade to gold, you're allowed to be a manager at that point. And at manager, you enroll a minimum of silvers, 2 left and 2 right, on your left team and your right team, and put them on monthly subscription so that 30 days from now, you're not looking for somebody else to replace them. That would make you manager. Now, you help somebody become manager on your left leg and your right leg, and your title changes to director. And when you help somebody on your left leg and your right leg become a director, and you add 1 more silver to each leg, so you have 3 now instead of 2, now you are senior director, and maintain that for 6 of the 12 weeks remaining, and you are on your way to Punta Cana plus making money.
Okay, so how to be a manager. You have to be a gold rank brand partner or above. You're going to generate a minimum of 110 personal volume per month. Now that means that's the orders that you personally order, or if your customers order product, their points also count towards that 110 for you. Have 2 personally sponsored active silver members or more on each leg. That means they had to have ordered a silver kit or upgraded to a silver kit.
Or diamonds.
Yes, minimum of a silver. Okay, so as a director, be a gold rank brand partner or above, generate a minimum of 110 personal volume per month, have 3 personally sponsored silver members or more on each leg, and have 1 personally sponsored brand partner who achieves manager status on each leg. So manager, you had to have 2 and 2. Director, you have to have 3 and 3, and 1 of those 3 on each side could be your manager. As a senior director, achieve all qualifications for director status listed above, have 2 personally sponsored brand partners who achieved the rank of director, and earned 10,000 of binary volume through line of sponsorship in a 30-day period. That means that's you, the people that you've enrolled, the people they've enrolled, and your customers' volume. That all has to total 10,000 points or more in order for you to be a senior director. So
Perfect.
anyways, we wanted to offer you a very nice incentive, okay? For those of you that are serious, that really want to run with us, that told me from the beginning, and I have your names, that yes, you wanted to go on these free trips, that yes, you wanted to earn this incentive regional trip, then that's who I'm talking to tonight. We are offering a promotion for anybody on our team. If you go manager, we are going to give you a free sleeve of one of David's patches.
Original
patches. If you go director, we're going to offer you an X39 sleeve. And if you go senior director, we're going to offer you the bundle, the X39 and the X49, as a gift to you for achieving these ranks. Okay, and that's for
And
anybody.
Of course, hold you on our shoulders and have you run around while you're on our shoulders holding up your bundle package.
So anyways, that is what we're offering. And so not only are you going to get on the trip, but you're also going to get free product. So we hope that you guys take us up on that, because we're serious and we will honor our gift to you.
So go to thisisitteam.com to the downloads, and you'll find this sheet in there that helps you track your progress on achieving this Punta Cana trip. We've gone over it now for the past few weeks, but you new people, we want to show you that it's easy to use. We'll show you a little further down, but you need to understand the points that you're going to track. So your personal team enrollment points, as you enroll people, you enroll somebody, let's just say you enrolled them as a bronze and you upgraded them to silver, you're going to get a point. If you upgrade them at that point to gold, you're going to get 2 points. And if they upgrade to diamond, you're going to get 4 points. If you enroll a preferred customer that orders at least $99 a month, minimum order, you're going to get 1 point. Your personally sponsored upgrades, that's the same thing that we just talked about. If they already enrolled on one of those levels and received 1 point for enrolling as a silver, when they, as a silver, they can upgrade to gold and get 2. And same thing. So it doesn't matter if they enroll on it or they upgrade to it, you're going to get points for their upgrade or their enrollment. Now, you personally, when you rank advance, so say you're not a manager at this point in time and you advance to rank, advance in rank up to manager, you've earned 2 points. If you advance to director, 4 points. And if you advance to senior director and you don't have your 10,000 point, your 6 months qualification, you're still going to get 5 points for advancing to senior director, and then additional points each time. So for us, we already are executive, but anybody on your team that advances to executive or presidential is 6 points, and senior presidential is 8 points. God bless you all. I hope everybody on your team advances to senior director. You will be sitting pretty at that point.
Can you hold 1 second? They're saying that they can't get on, the Zoom link is not working. So can you check that on the WhatsApp now? Some people were able to get on because they typed it in. Can you just check to see and maybe post it on here before we go any further?
I have to stop all we're doing.
Hold on 1 second, guys. Just 1 second.
I'm illegally unmuting. I put the number, the ID number in there for them.
Yes, I saw that. And you were able to get in that way, no problem.
That's how I got in. So when they were, and I saw things popping up. So that's
Yes.
why I let them know the ID number and password 39.
Okay, yeah, because it was on, that was on the message.
Yeah, yes. Probably, I mean,
Oh,
sometimes people
you
are
know
just
what it
used
is,
to going
Carmen?
to,
You put a space right after US and there's a space before and it cut that off. So we'll redo it right now. Okay.
okay. I think some of them got on, maybe. All right.
Yeah,
I'll mute myself, but I was just trying to
okay.
You're
have them get
fine,
on when I
Lisa.
Thank
saw it
you.
popping
Thank
up.
you,
Thank you so
Lisa.
much, Lisa. I appreciate it.
Okay, okay. Let me mute my mouthy mouth. No, come on, mute.
Didn't go. We'll be with you momentarily as we fix this Zoom link. Okay. That should do it. There, it's a full link now. Okay.
Okay. Sorry, guys. We just had to fix that.
One little space threw it
Yeah.
off. Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
All right. So let's get back to what we were doing. And thanks for catching that, Lisa. I really appreciate that. So as you personally advance, when you advance to manager, add 2 points to your board, director 4 points, senior director 5. And it's like this. We made these slides so you could pop a screenshot. Also, this thing is going to be saved and reposted on Abdo Team. So if you've got somebody that wants to watch it, you can. Okay. Also, rank advancements of your personally enrolled people. As you help them advance, you make more points. So listen, this is when you advance. That's one person. Enroll 10 people and help 10 people advance to manager. That too becomes 20 points. That's huge. And so you want to help as many people as you can advance. So all this does is expand your business to higher levels by multiplication or duplication, whatever it is that you want to call it, because it's all going to make your business that much bigger. All right. So maintain your position, your highest rank that you've ever achieved. You maintain that highest rank, and each week, and if you're a manager, director, or senior director, you earn 1 point for each week that you manage that, maintain that. And so for right now, we have what, 15, 12 weeks left.
12 weeks left.
We got 12 weeks left.
After Sunday.
So if you're a manager and you advance to director, you now have to maintain director level. If you understand what I'm saying, that would be your highest rank that you would have to maintain. So here again is this form. We're going to go over it a little bit with a Zoom for all you new people. And I want you to see that you rank up, you put the date that you rank up to senior director off to the side over here. And then each pay period that you continue to maintain senior director status, you type in that pay period during these 6 other pay periods. And we have 12 left, so, and it doesn't have to be consecutive. Do this.
So go back one where you were, David, because I want to make sure everybody understands this. When we say that the 6 weeks don't have to be consecutive, I want you to put this in your head that if you're going to go for this as a senior director, well, you need to backtrack from September 1st, the 6 weeks, backwards, right? So that puts us in the middle of July. So that means that
it's a total of 7 weeks.
It's a total of 7 weeks. So the first time that you hit senior director, if you don't do it prior to that, that would be your deadline that you would have to hit that first week. And then the 6 additional weeks after that, finishing it off on September 1st. Okay. So I encourage all of you to do it now. Do it this month. Go for it this month. You know, don't wait till you only have 7 weeks left. That then you absolutely have to do it by then. Okay. So I would encourage you to run really hard this month and July. And that way, if you hit it this month, you have extra weeks, you know, to be able to get your 6 weeks. But if you wait till, you know, mid-July, then you don't have any extra weeks. You have to then hit each additional week after that. Okay.
And let your internal conversation be, this is, just keep telling yourself how easy it is. Because the truth of it is, it's not like being on a chip and hammer busting concrete all day. This is something a whole lot easier than that. So it is easy. You're just communicating with people that want more than what they have in life and helping them get there. So earning points by growing your team. So we already talked about maintaining. Now, personally, rank up to earn. So when we talked about that in the slides before, you would rank to manager, you get 2 points. So that will total over here 2. And then director 4 points. So that'll total over here 6. Senior director 5 points. So that'll total over here 11. And then for your team, you want so many people that you need to have 2 sheets of paper is what you want. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a dozen lines here at least. So with that, you want each person that you enroll to enroll on whatever they can. You never push somebody to enroll more than what they can financially do. And then always help them, especially because you can't make money unless you're at a gold level. Well, you can make $100, but you can't make much money. So at gold, help them advance. So if they came in as a silver and advanced to gold, each time somebody advances and upgrades their enrollment package, you're gonna get points. So here's our friend Erica in Australia put this together for us, and it's a way for you to help track. So do it in pencil. You draw a circle on the target, and you draw an arrow on what you're going to put over in the total column.
Okay, so basically, if you look at this example where it says Carl, right? So Carl came in on a silver, then he upgraded to gold. Okay, that's why he had 1 + 2 = 3 on the total column. So when he's going for director, and at that point, he's also going for manager. So when he fills in those positions, then that red circle will move and become an arrow. Okay, and that's how you're going to do it. Sue came in on a diamond. All right, so she got 4 points. Then she became a manager and she got 2 points after that. This number's wrong. It needs to be a 6. You change that. Okay, so Mike came in on the silver. He got 1 point. He's going to upgrade to gold. And he's also going for manager. So when that happens, those points will be added to his column.
They get it at this point.
Okay, so that's how you're going to do it. And you're going to total your points. And not only are you going to total yours, but you're going to total your personal. All right, so you're going to call your people that you have sponsored so far, and you're going to tell them, hey, do you want to do this trip with me? Do you want to run with me? Because I'm going and I want you with me. And if you do, then we're going to do this together and you're going to total these points. Okay, if you're going the point system, even if you're going towards the senior director, this tracking sheet is great because it shows you where your people are and what they need to advance to the senior director level.
Correct. And it's fun then because you're paying attention to your team, and then you also pay attention to who they put in, and you can coach and guide, and your leadership skills begin to develop even bigger. And we went over last week's video was how to look downline in your team. So
one of the things I wanted to make sure that you guys understood, in your back office, in your dashboard, they now have put at the bottom of the page, they have now put what your running points are. They're running about 2 to 3 weeks behind. So don't panic if that number doesn't match what you have on this form. They're going to catch up. I've already talked to corporate about it. They know that this is the situation, and don't worry, by the time this is over, they will have everything worked out. But you just keep your form so that you have your proof, okay? Because that's why we're doing this. And the other thing I wanted to share with you guys is that you are responsible for your business. And I want all of you to own up to that and take control of your business, you know, and really, if you're doing it as a hobby, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people that are serious about building this as an income and as a business and as a way of life and as either a retirement, you know, for you in the future, or, you know, money, extra money that you want to have for travel or for, you know, buy a house or whatever you want. But you have to take ownership of your business, you know, and this is why we're doing these trainings. We're giving up our time so that we can show you what we know, right? Because we want you to understand how this business goes. And, you know, we could be doing something else tonight, but we're here with you because we want you to win. We want to have a group of people not only win the trip, because the trip is going to be amazing, but put you in a level where you're going to be earning income on a regular basis.
Yes.
You know, when you get to the senior director level, things start to change. Your income goes up. Your team starts to get built. And that's where everything begins. And we want all of you to reach that level if you want to. Now, if you don't want to do this, that's up to you. We're only going to run with the people that raise their hand and tell me, hey, I want to go manager. I want to go director. I want to go senior director. And I don't care who sponsored you, you're on my team, and I'm going to run with you and I'm going to help you. But I can't go find you. You have to come and find us and tell me that you want to do this, okay? Because it's impossible for us to be able to reach everybody. So I'm opening up my time, David is too, to help anybody that is in our team that wants this. And that's why we're doing these trainings. We've committed to do it every Friday at 8 o'clock to help you guys.
So it's really good right now at this point, if you were to get your laptop or your iPad or something, because we're going to go into the back, into the thisisitteam.com, and we're going to do the rest of our training tonight, because one of the things that I want for you so bad is for your confidence to be at that level of high, that your assurance, your authenticity to be at its peak absolute level. And then you are going to be trained tonight how to overcome rejection and how to help the people that are saying no overcome their rejection. So we're going to close this share out and we're going to switch gears. And let's see, I'll find that.
While he's doing that, for those of you that came on the call late, I want to make sure you heard me. We are offering a promotion for anybody in our team. Anybody that goes manager on our team during this period that we're running this promotion, anybody that goes manager, we're going to give them a free sleeve of one of David's other patches, okay? Anybody that goes director, we're going to give them a free sleeve of X39. And anybody that hits senior director, we're going to give them the bundle, the X39 and X49. So not only are you going to win the trip, but you're also going to get 2 free sleeves, a 39 and a 49, okay? So manager, you get to pick whatever sleeve you want of one of other David's patches. Director, we're giving you an X39, and senior director, X39 and X49.
That's a nice tip, guys.
Yes.
That's a nice tip.
Yes.
So let's open up the share on, we're going to go over then. I think I want to see it. I can't see what you're seeing. I think I'm in the right place. All right. So if you look at your site,
We're on the thisisitteam.com site.
right. So we're there and we want you to be there, and we want you to see that this site is packed, not just with information. Information doesn't build a business. It's your actions that build a business. So it doesn't matter if I ask you, hey, I need to learn to tie my shoe. And you say, well, you make a loop, you stuff it through and you pull it. I've not learned to tie my shoe. I have to practice that to be able to do that. Everything in life, we go from a level of unconsciously incompetent, where we don't even know we can't do it, to consciously incompetent, where now we're aware that we can't do it, and then to consciously competent, where now we're aware that we can do it, but we struggle through it, and then we practice that enough that we become unconsciously competent. You don't even have to look at what you're doing anymore, and you are handling it. You don't have to think about it. It's subconsciously driven. And so one of the things that's so important for people, we talked about this last week, we're going to hit on it this week, because I haven't had anybody respond to me and say, I've done my first 3 steps. Those first 3 steps, I want you to respond to me. I want to hear what you wrote. I want to hear how you wrote it. I want to help you not leave any what I call chicken exits for you. The word try, or anything that refers to trying, because trying doesn't do it. Carmen and I are business people. We took everything we had saved, 30 grand, and we started a very small interior design business. And that first year we had to reinvest of what we made, another 130,000 just to get the doors open good. So you're talking $160,000 just to get our doors open. Then we took vacation rental, and we were over 215,000 to open that one. It doesn't come easy. When you put that kind of money of your hard work and sweat into opening a business, you're not thinking about it temporary. You're thinking about this as a lifelong thing until I sell it off and make a bunch of money. And you're not thinking about it not producing for you. That's the whole reason you gave up your whole savings and are working 15 hours a day. The point is that as you show why you're doing this business, yourself will be able to know why. It's not something somebody else can tell you. It has to come from within you, deep within you. What is it that's driving me to do this business? And the second thing is, what do I hope to gain out of this? I'm putting forth a lot of time, energy, and money in my commitments. And what is it I'm expecting it to produce for me? When you clarify those first 3 things, I promise you, you sound like a different human being when you talk.
And the people know that.
And
they can sense that.
People are one of the most perceptive creatures on the planet. As a father, I had 4 little kids. I could be walking from my car after working all night on the paramedic truck and fire truck, and the kids would all be lined up in the window, Daddy's home, Daddy's home. And then when one of them spots that face of dad, they go, oh, he's had a bad night, run. And they would run the other direction. And that's little kids are that perceptive. Don't you think that adults that you're talking to can sniff out when you're being authentic and when you're not, when you're coming only from what you've been taught, not what you actually believe? And so the point is that deep down resonating belief within you comes from you knowing these first things before you ever go talk to somebody. So we're not going to keep hammering this, but it's so essential before you talk to somebody. Now, on This Is It team, this thing that says This Is It Advantage, that is a great place. I want you to see this. Take ownership of your business. It's a short video. It's only like 2.5 minutes long. And I want you to watch it with us. And I forgot to turn on the sound when I hit share. Can you hear? Somebody wave at me if you can hear this. Let me see if I can get you back up here. Share sound. Share computer sound. Okay. All right, let's try this again.
It's already running.
I know, but we're going to stop that.
We are a unified team. We are all in this together. But tell me a little bit about the significance of taking ownership of your own team, of your own business.
I'm sorry. Anyway, you guys, you don't need to sit here and listen to my computer trying to connect to the internet. What you need to do is go and listen to this. So
it's really good.
Ooh, that's good. Okay, I'm gonna have to stand up for this one. Woo! Okay.
All right. So we're gonna stop this and return back to our screen. But these are awesome people. They're so relatable. They're so good. And so another thing in this advantage, I was listening to it today. This one here, prospecting is a life skill. And that was just great. And Devin Robinson, he's taught, I loved how he said it. Let's see if we can get through this. It's only 2.5 minutes long.
So Devin and Sarah, do you find that you have had perfect success when you are talking to a prospect?
No, I will say we're pretty good. You know, as you advance in this or as you start to do it more and more, my biggest thing with prospecting, and I'll share with people, is that it's a life skill. It's not a network marketing skill, learning to prospect. It's a life skill. It's in anything you do in life, meeting people every day, learning to care for people, meet them, learn to bring value to them, learn to, my dad was big on, shaking people's hands, look a man in the eye when you meet them. My biggest thing for prospecting is, once you get that number from somebody, back in the day, people used to have that thing called a Rolodex. You had it on your desk. Now everybody has this computer. It's in your pocket or in your purse. And you put those numbers, in your phone or on that Rolodex. The key is to find a creative way to follow back up, to find that common ground with somebody, to be able to call them back up, share some things. And my number one thing is what I say for myself is called internal accountability. And I like to do internal accountability in the morning. And so I'm the guy, I'm the father, I wake up, I'm the early bird, 5 in the morning, and I get up and I have my coffee time, and I like to do it an hour before I go and wake all the kids up and start making the breakfast. And so when everybody leaves here this weekend, our goal is to get you guys to run to 90-day to senior director. Everybody take your phone out. Go into the bathroom when you get up in the morning and you're getting ready and you're doing your hair, put on your makeup. Look in your phone and say to yourself, I am going to be a senior director in 90 days. Having internal accountability for yourself and for our family. It's our daughter's birthday on Sunday. We are going to bless her tremendously by being here. And so learn this also. Learn that what you have your hands on is a gift. So when you go and you give this X39 patch to somebody, know that you're giving them a gift. And when you give somebody a gift in life, okay, if they don't accept your gift, it's on them, it's not on you. So just know that. And so you know what I learned in life? That negative people talk negative. Moaners and whiners love to moan and whine. But people that are positive movers and shakers, people that are out there making it happen, they're the ones you want to be calling in your organization. They're the ones you want to lock arms with. And so, anyhow, I'm gonna share with you this one thing. I'm gonna hand it to my beautiful wife here. Is that a man is great not because he hasn't failed. A man is great because failure hasn't stopped him.
I'm just saying to you guys, this back office that you have, this is it, team. It is like an entire seminar waiting for you. And if you utilize this on a regular basis, I ran across Devin today. We've known them for years. The point is that he got me fired up today, just listening to that 2.5 minutes. So I'm asking you now to go over to the far right on your screen where it says downloads. So we were pulling that stuff. We were pulling that out of this is an advantage. So this gives you the advantage of building your business. Now we're going to go to the far right and we're going to go to the bottom where it says downloads. Now, this is where you download your forms. Your enrollment form is here at the top. The slides that I'm showing every time I do a presentation, that's in the middle. How you get paid in your commissions is there. Manager, director, senior director sheets are there for people to put the names in the pictures. How you get paid over here is as you're going out and talking to people, you need to track who you spoke to.
Right.
And if you're doing what they recommend, 5 people a day, it's easy to lose track. So track who you spoke to, what you said, what you gave them if you gave them patches, when you followed up, what was their response. All that is on this one form, but we're going past that. So this is the tracking form for the Punta Cana. It's here. And so let's go down to the very bottom. We passed the Spanish and you'll see multiple links down here. And so tonight we're going to go through handling objections. This is a tremendous amount of information for you guys. Okay, so handling objections. You can be at home and you can read these yourself. You can study them so that you get it. But we want to make sure that you understand the process of handling objections. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to listen to these people. You're going to develop a genuine relationship with them, and you're going to be listening to them. And while you're handling objection, you're not going to get upset. You're not going to take it personal. They're trying to tell you why they wouldn't. And you want to listen to why they wouldn't, because in that you might find out how to help them so that they would. And so that's what you're listening for. Objections allow you to tell your story. So it opens up that conversation. So objections are mental block or misunderstanding.
So the winning formula: listen and ask questions for clarity. Don't fight with them. Do not talk over them, and watch your tone, because remember, that person is watching you. So it's important that you come across as an assertive person, but don't come across as a demanding person, right? Relate to them, empathize, or build a connection, build rapport, tell them stories, understand and respect where you are, and then tell them tell them your story, and ask them this: if I could show you how to go through this path or roadmap to get to here, would you be interested? Would you be willing? You're going to turn the problem that they're telling you is why they don't want it into an opportunity, right? So the whole goal is to help them overcome what is stopping them. So how are you going to do that?
So just to let you know, this is a little background. You see this top one asked their story. So why are you anti-network marketing? What happened? Matt Curtis chased me for 1 year, not once, but every week. He'd pull his car over in front of me and stop me on the road so I couldn't go any further. But I was so dead against ever being involved in another one, because I'd been in a few and things just didn't work out with the companies after I worked hard. And so I wasn't going to try it again. And so the point is that here I am teaching you how to do this network marketing. And I was that guy that said, no, 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 no. He gave me samples. I threw them away. I hate telling him that, but I did. The point is that I was so absolute no, it didn't matter to me what he did, but he never gave up on me. And for that, I appreciate him forever, because he kept coming back with that smiling face, and that was what won me over. Eventually, I went knocking on his door. So you see where it says, so why are you so anti-network marketing? What a great question to ask somebody. There's a reason. People aren't just anti anything. There's got to be a brother-in-law, somebody in the family, stories that they heard, something. And you need to help them over that speed bump. And I was one of those people. And do I sound like one now? I'm not one now. I promise you I'm not. I can't wait that this is the only thing I do. So as far as...
Can you go back to that
Sure.
on this bottom part? Because
You got it.
Okay, so after you hear them tell you why, and you know, sometimes it's very interesting because people they might not even know why. They might just have heard somebody or their friend or their neighbor or somebody, you know, had a bad experience with another network marketing company. And they take ownership of that as if it was them, right? It might not even been them. It might have just been a story that they heard that this kind of industry isn't good and it sucks or whatever. And that might be enough for that person to not want to get involved with you, with your patch business, when they find out that it's a network marketing. So one of the things is that you want to take that negative reason and turn it into a positive. So you could say to them, if I could show you a way that you could get the benefit of this product without all that crap, all that problem related to the network marketing industry, if I could show you this company, the way we're doing it here, and what I found, would you be interested? Would you be open to that? Now, if at that point they tell you, no, I don't want to know anything about this company. No, I don't want to know anything about this product. Okay, well, then you can't go any further with that person.
That moment.
At
So
that moment.
put them on the list for next month or 2 months.
Yes, for later. But the thing is this, is that most people are wanting to know what you're doing about it. Because if you share with them that, you know, you had the same you know, reasons, or, you know, you had the same dilemma, and you found this company and you realize that this company was different, then that might move them to come towards you. Okay. The other thing too is that people, you know, some people don't understand network marketing, But the truth is that they say, well, I don't want to get into a pyramid scheme. I don't want to get into a situation where everybody's making money off of me. But what they don't realize is that they already are a part of a network marketing company the day they bought car insurance or the day they bought homeowners insurance or life insurance. They bought that policy from a person. That person made a commission. And that person had a manager, and that manager made a commission off of that sale. And on and on and on, the owner of the agency, all the way up to the State Farm company. So the truth is that if you could just show them, hey, you are using network marketing in your life already, you just don't know it. Multi-level marketing, you just don't know it. And sometimes when I say that to people and I explain it to them, it's like the light bulb goes on. And then they realize, oh, why am I so afraid of this? You know, when I'm already comfortable with that notion. So that's one of the things that I use that has helped me a lot. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. Put it in a way, put it in a perspective that they can understand, right?
Right. Here's me a long time ago. I will never, and I meant it. I stood with my arms folded in my driveway while Steve and Gina Merritt filled this street with cars.
That was in our Montague business.
It was, I wasn't having anything to do with it, but I changed. And so if I could change, as negative as I was about it, I know anybody can change. And we have a lot of people that we just help them see the product works, they want the product. And Carmen goes through this every single week with somebody that thinks they know, but they don't really know. So then we help them to really know, and then things change. And so I want you to see that.
To say something about that. This part I thought was really great that Steve had this, because the truth is that, look, have you ever had a bad date? Have you ever had a bad doctor? Have you had a bad store? Did that stop you from going out on a date? Did that stop you from ever going to see a doctor just because you had a bad doctor? Did it stop you from going shopping because you had a bad experience at a store? And this is what I'm saying. People make their decision based on the knowledge that they have experienced. But it's up to you to show them something different and bring it to their attention, like, you know, some of these questions
We had a family
that are
member.
so important.
We had a family member that went through divorce, and he was extremely sour on women. They're all selfish, and they're all this, and they're all. And Carmen, he's saying that at the dinner table, and she goes, "I'm offended with that because I happen to be a woman." Well, you're different. You're an angel. And he was like down on all women because that one woman, he had a bad relationship
Right.
with. And so
it's the same thing.
but
with
he's
this.
married now, so he learned how to get over it. So all you got to do is help them learn to get over their negative.
And also, I
Accurate?
want, yes, because sometimes you're going to come across somebody that goes online and wants to check the reviews of Lifewave, right? And they'll come back at you and say, oh, well, I saw this review and I saw that review, and this was a negative review, and their customer service, you know, had bad reviews. Okay, let's just stop right there. Like Steve says in this question, if you have your iPhone or an Android and you see a bad review on the iPhone, which there's lots of bad reviews on iPhone, and yet there's millions of people using iPhones, right? The same thing with Android. People use Androids the same way. The same thing with your TVs. You know, just because somebody wrote a bad review doesn't mean that you're not going to go and buy that phone, and you're not going to go and buy that Android or that iPhone or that TV. It just simply means that somebody wrote a review. But the same way that there's a bad review and complaints, there's thousands and thousands of people having positive benefits.
Yeah.
You know,
It all
and
depends on what you're
positive
looking
review.
for.
So
If you're looking to find something negative, you will.
I want you to get your armor on and realize that when people come back to you and say that, don't just sit there and take it. defend your company, defend your product. And that's how do you get that armor? You get that armor by reading some of this, by listening to some of the leaders share with you their experiences, and by listening to the positive affirmations, the reading the books that helps you with your self-esteem and all of that. All of this comes into play when you're talking to somebody and they come at you with something like this. So you have to be prepared, okay? You can't listen. This is the truth. I was sharing with one of our distributors today, and I have to share this with you. At the end of the day, when you go through this process, one of two things is going to happen. You're either going to allow them to enroll you into their story, or you're going to enroll them into your story. So I don't know about you, but my goal when I leave my house every day and I go and I meet a stranger, my goal is that I'm going to enroll them into my story.
Exactly.
Because my goal is to get them enrolled in my business.
That way
right?
they can be healthier and make money.
I don't care what their reason is. I don't care what their thought process is. My goal is to bring them over to me. How do I do that? Everybody is different. Every situation is different. So I'm going to listen to them. I'm going to hear them. I'm going to hear what their objection is. And then I'm going to try and go around that to make them feel more comfortable by showing them that this company is different, that the awards that we've gotten are no small change, that the leadership that we have is like no other in this industry, and that I can show and prove that people are making money, and I can show them prove that people are getting health benefits. So what I'm saying to you is that don't let yourself be enrolled into their negativity. You step up and get them to come your way.
You know, one of the easiest things that people try to say is that I'm just not a salesperson. Wonderful. Anybody that has any rank in this business will tell you right away they don't sell. And so the person that comes in with a concept that this is about making sales totally misses it.
Right.
I was in the insurance industry, and that is a sales business. And you know, like, do you want to die and leave your family destitute? No. Okay, well, do this $1 million policy. And I had the highest sales in the office because I cared enough to tell them right, not just to make a sale. But the point is that we don't sell this. We're sharing with somebody something that they can wear on their body that's going to improve their health and change their life drastically. We're sharing with somebody how they can share this with their friends and how the company is so appreciative that they pay you for that. And if you have a hard time thinking of yourself as a salesperson and you want to talk to somebody, here is the answer right here in slide number 7 in your This Is It team training. It says, just bring them to me. Do a 3-way call. Let us talk to them. Let's do your heavy lifting for you. You know, till you get your legs under you and realize that this isn't sales, bring them to us. Do a 3-way. We've done 3 ways with Australia. It doesn't hurt us. We've done 3 ways with Canada. It doesn't hurt us. It helps us because we're teaching one person what to say while we're sharing with a new person the wonders of this business. So if you find somebody that says, I'm just not a salesperson, it's like, hallelujah, I got the right person.
Great.
Do you care about somebody other than yourself? That's a big question right there.
You know, and look at this example that's on here that says, if your friend, if you had severe back pain and your friend knew of something that would fix that problem, would you want them to share that with you? I would. If I had some kind of a dilemma and my friend had found something that would help me with that, I would want to know about it. So I'd be appreciative that they took the time to share it with me. And that's the difference between the selling and the sharing. So, you know, when somebody says to me, well, Carmen, I don't feel like I feel bad. I feel bad that I don't want my friends to think that I'm trying to sell them something. You're not. You're not going to sell them anything. You're simply sharing with them an amazing product that is taking the world by storm.
If you
And
found,
what kind of a friend would you be if you knew about this product and you knew that this product could help them and you didn't share it with them? Then who's the bad person in that equation?
if you found a vitamin, a single vitamin, it's this funny little purple and green vitamin, whatever, and it could only be bought at, let's just say, Walmart, and you told your friend, I don't know what's in this stuff. All I know is that I got energy, I got clarity, I'm feeling great, I'm feeling stronger and healthier. I haven't felt like this in years. Your friend's next question is going to be, where do I get it? Not, hey, give me some free. That's not your friend's next question. I want it free from you. Give me yours. That's not. So we're not about just passing out patches. We're directing people where they can have a healthier and better life. And it's not about how many patches you gave away. It's about how many people you directed to, hey, if you buy it and you're not happy with it in 30 days, they'll give you your money back. That's a pretty good deal right there. So we just want you to put yourself in the right frame of mind when you're talking to people. I realize that we are at that time where we need to wrap this up. So all of this is in your computer, on your phone, and this is it, team.com under downloads. And if you notice, let's go back.
That part right there,
What
that
part?
last one that you were just on.
Right?
Yes. This is really important because a lot of times when you contact people for the first time, it's your first contact with them, whether it's a stranger that you met or whether it's somebody that you knew, right? They might say to you, well, I need to think about it. Okay. What are they thinking about? One or two things. Is it that you didn't give them enough information? Do they need more information about the product, about the company, about the business? Ask them, what is it that you need from me that I could assist you in making your decision?
If you
Simply
need to,
ask them that.
walk them over to, with them on the phone or with you at their house, doesn't make any difference, to This Is It info, and be on the phone with them. Say, now open up the first video, and you do the same thing on your phone and watch it with them. Take them, do something with them. People want to know how much you care about them, not that you can just, flippantly toss them over to, a little cracker that says, this is it info, hope you enjoy it someday. They want to know that it's got the value that you think it is. And so walk there with them, get on the phone, take them over there. Now you saw the first video is only 2 minutes, right? Now let's look at the second video. And what did you see in that you found interesting? And let's look at the third. Third one's a little long because it's the doctor talking and he's explaining a few things. The point is that personal attention, you don't find much of that anymore. Right. And when you give that, you're giving them something that it's called, you matter to me.
Exactly.
Every human being wants to know that they matter. Every one of us. And so when you take that time to walk them to thisisitinfo.com, let's watch that video together. When you do that, you're telling them you really do matter to me. So I wanted to leave you with one question. I should write it down and put it on Abdo Team for you guys. And I think that's better, but it's going to say this: what am I committed to having? And that same question applies to your spiritual life, your relationship with your spouse, your own personal self. It applies to your family, it applies to your career, it applies to your friends and community. It applies to all these areas of your life, and you can make a commitment just by asking yourself, what am I committed to having? And that word is such a powerful word that try cannot fit anywhere near it. I have a commitment to this woman. And if I was to go out of state for a week and I said to her, hey, honey, I'm going to try to stay faithful to you while I'm gone. I might come home and find all my clothes in the lawn or in the dumpster.
I'll be doing the Zooms by myself, guys.
The point is that if it doesn't fit in the context of commitment with this, it doesn't fit in the context of commitment with anything you're doing. And that's why you want to ask yourself, what am I committed to having? And the second thing you want to ask yourself is, okay, so now what way do I need to be to have what it is that I want? Those two questions are so powerful, and I wanted to share them with you. So I
wanted to say something that I think you guys could relate. If you were to decide to become a realtor tomorrow, and you did not know one thing about being a realtor, what would you have to do? Well, you'd have to study the manuals, right? The information, the state of Florida.
state test.
You'd have to pass the state test. And in order to do that, you'd have to study. And you would be studying material that would be relatable to your new business venture. So I want you to understand that if you decide to do this as a business, you have to invest some time in learning some of this to be able to overcome your objections, right? Whether whether it's friends or family or strangers, it doesn't matter. You have to be able to know, where do you go find the information? If a person is asking you a question, for instance, if they say to you, well, I would like to, I'm possibly interested in the business, but I would like to see the compensation plan. Well, guess what? You would need to take the time to look at this site and find where the compensation plan, so that when somebody asks you that, you could direct them right to it, or you could send it to them. And this is what I'm saying to you, that you have to take ownership of your business, because it's not until you do that that you're going to have success in the business. If you look at the leaders that have gone before us, that are now leading the way, they've all done that. They've had to, in order to get further. And I'm having this conversation with you guys because I think that you're at a point where some of you are wanting to rank up, are wanting to get to that senior director level. Well, this is something you're going to have to master. You're going to have to know that this is it, team site, just like what we've been talking about tonight. Not just know how to get to that site, but know what's in it. Take the time, to look at each of these things, because we have not only to show you, but we have in order to build ourselves up too, so we're doing the same thing that we're telling you to do. So, and the This Is It info site that has all the information on the X39, you need to know that site backwards and forwards. You need to spend, if it
Even
means,
though you don't say it.
if it means that you wake up an hour early in the morning because that's the only time that you have, then you do that. If it means that you take an hour at night to, go through this site and say, every day I'm going to look at something different that's on that site and get familiar with it, then you do that. We're not telling you the hours you have to put into this. We're not telling you when you have to show up to work, or when, what day you have to work. We're telling you that you have to know this information so that you feel confident in what you have. And I want you to know, and I shared this with Janice today, if I said to you, look, I'm giving you this gold bar, but this gold bar is wrapped in this beautiful fabric. But I promise you that inside the fabric is this gold bar. I am assuring you of that, right? Okay, so if you meet somebody and you tell them, hey, I would like to share with you my gold bar, and they say to you, well, I don't believe you have a gold bar. I don't believe that that's really what's in there. Would you let that person change your mind when you know without a shadow of a doubt that what you're holding in your hands is a gold bar? You cannot let that person that doesn't have the education that you have derail you from your dreams. You can't let them do that because it's not their job and it's not their place. And I'm telling you tonight that what we have our hands on with this business and this product and this owner is a gold bar. And I hope you believe me, because that is what it is. And you cannot allow anybody out there, whether it's your family or your friend, your best friend or your coworker, to derail you of that truth. You have to be so passionate about this, so sure of this, that no matter what somebody says to you, you have to know that what you have is the real deal. And this name of this team, the This Is It team, is the perfect name, because this is it. And we're proving it. And as time goes on, you're going to see more and more people achieve that higher rank. And this company is going to get to be known all over the world. This is not going to stay a secret. I promise you, it's not going to stay a secret. So you have this time to do something about it. And don't allow anybody to take that away from you when God brought it to you. He brought it to you for your health and for help in your finances.
May I, one more thing. I'm sorry it's so late, but I want to throw this in. I know that every time you see a Zoom, Steve's talking about his convention. I understand that. But the truth of it is, it's 2 days of packed, vibrant speakers. The energy that's coming off of them, that frequency is lifting you the whole time you're there. And you're not having to read all this. You're hearing it from different people. So it sounds different each time you hear it. And you're getting that entire seminar delivered at a high frequency affecting you. And because it's such a high frequency, it does affect you. There is power in being there. And there is tremendous power if you have a lot of people on your team there. So I know you're seeing a lot of it, but the truth of it is, it really does work. So we're going to open up the mics.
Anybody have any
You can
questions?
open up yourself, and we're going to stop the share and just chat with you if you want.
Yeah, I was gonna say that there's also gonna be translation. They
Yes.
said I was actually gonna ask
Yes.
about that, because I
Yes,
know
there
people
is.
that do that, so I don't know if they need somebody to do that.
Well, you should send
But, yeah.
Gina a message on that. Okay,
Yeah,
Marvin?
because remember George from the church and Carmen
Yes.
too, they both translate. So I'm gonna ask both of them, and
Okay.
that way I can get them there. So you know.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
talk to Steve, because I don't know if they already have that handled, but I know that they were working on it.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Anybody
Thank-
got
thank you,
questions?
Mark.
Monday, Coral Springs. Monday.
Coral Springs. Yes, yes.
See
It's gonna be
everybody
a
in
great-
person.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be a great meeting.
Happy birthday from yesterday, David.
Thank you,
I had to
sweetheart.
sneak that in there.
I know you tried over and over again.
I had
Thank
to
you.
sneak that in there.
Anybody else? Anybody got questions about the trip or the qualifications or anything that we discussed tonight? Anybody need assistance with anything? No?
Hi, Carmen and David. I sent you a message with what the Australian qualification things are for
Yes.
Vietnam. It's very much different to in the States.
Yes.
sent
I
you a
believe you
screenshot, so
guys.
if you can have a look at that.
Yes, I was
We're not
looking
as
at it
easy to get the
earlier.
points as you guys.
Yes, you guys don't have the preferred customer, I think. You're not getting a point for that. I did look at it a little bit
And you don't
earlier.
get a point for maintaining manager.
Yeah, so the thing is
You've
that
got to
that's
be
why,
senior director of this.
yeah, that's why I said that everybody needed to check the qualifications, you know, for their region, because they were different. I know Europe, you know, has a couple of things that are different too, you know. They have something else that we don't have. So we just have to go by that and you know, and alter it to what your region is.
It's still universal senior director for 6 weeks after you qualify
Yeah, that's still the
That's-
same.
in every single region, all 3 regions. And the points are the same requirement.
And by the way, just so you guys know that if anybody in Australia, our offer was for anybody in the team, regardless of where they are in the world. So I want you to know that if somebody over there reaches those ranks, we will mail them their sleeves.
Or just order in their office and have it sent.
Thank you.
But they're gonna
It
get
just
they're gonna
follows
get
the
it.
same shipping you would normally
Yeah.
follow.
They're gonna get it. Anybody else?
We genuinely care for our team. We want each person to advance. We want each person to move forward. We want each person making money. We want them to be able to wave that money around in front of their spouse's face, you know, that might have been not so supportive. And we just want all of that for you guys because it's life changing. We have friends that are making so much money they can't even understand how they could get paid that much. I'm personally not there yet, but when I see that, I'm thinking I'm going there.
Absolutely. We all can go there. That's the beauty of this. There's, you know, the only limiting factor is you, because the company is solid, the comp plan is great, the product is amazing. So the only part of that equation is you. And that's the truth. But Jane, while I have you here, I wanted to ask you, did you start using the Alavita?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
You,
Yeah.
did you say you had?
It's only been like probably 10 days or so, I think. Yeah.
Yes. And you're using it every day?
Yep. Certainly
Oh,
the
good.
moisturizer. I keep forgetting to put the Alavita patch on, but I'm
Yes.
using the moisturizer morning and night and the eye cream. And
Yes.
it's good. Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
you take before
It
pictures?
want to be what it then. Yes, I did. Yep.
Wonderful.
So, I mean, it's only 10 days yet, so I haven't noticed much difference. But
Now, a
yeah.
little personal business between you and me. You had to pay so much to get it that there is no shipping from us that you have to pay.
Yeah, I told her that already.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
absolutely.
you. It's
Yeah.
just, I'm looking into redoing it to, as long as I make it less than $1,000 Australian equivalent, I don't have to pay the duties. So I might do that again if the X49 works out for Mum.
Okay.
I just
Well,
don't think I'll keep getting the Alavita because it's just weighs so much. But
It feels
the
great.
X49 I started using on my mum.
I can't stand the feeling of creams on my skin, but that stuff soaks in and it's like it's not even there.
yeah. That's what I love about
It's
it.
great.
Well, I'm glad
Yeah.
you're enjoying it. And I'm
Yeah.
sorry you had to pay all that money. But that was
yeah,
that's why
it's a bit of a learning experience.
that's why we love when corporate sends it into the country, right? It's a big
Yeah.
difference, that's for
Yeah, well,
sure.
I've emailed them to see when it's going to come, but they haven't got back to me on when
Yeah.
if it's going to be approved in Australia.
Well, I know they're working on it because I had asked corporate and they said that it has been in the works. So hopefully
Okay.
we'll get that soon.
Yeah.
So
So
many
that's what I said
people
to
want it.
corporate when I emailed them about the different qualifications, that we're already at disadvantage that we haven't got a lot of things in Australia. And then
Yeah.
now we can't get the maintenance of manager points and all that sort of stuff. So,
Yeah. But anyways, well, anybody else got any questions or wants to say any comments? No? Okay. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys got connected with us tonight. And I hope that you got something out of this call and that'll help you. And if during the week you guys have any questions or whatever regarding any of this, you know, please feel free to reach out and we'll do our best to get the answers for you.
So I'm gonna throw some at Marta.
There's
Hey,
Jose.
Jose, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Jose.
Yeah,
Listen.
he just wanted to
Mark-
pop in and say hi and happy
Hi,
birthday.
Jose.
Yeah, happy birthday, David.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you very much. We need to go to Miami because here it is 20 minutes after 9 and we're gonna go find a place to eat. And in Miami, that's not a problem.
Hey, there's
Hey.
always Wawa.
I know. You know that.
Hey.
Anyways, we enrolled a 92-year-old yesterday, and
Oh,
he's
God.
from Miami,
A
guys.
what?
He's 92 years old.
Oh, wow.
And, yep, him and his
Okay,
wife,
now I
and
Sharp as a tack.
sharp, and he wants to build the business, and he lives in Miami.
He's been
So-
studying frequency medicine.
Okay, cool.
Fantastic.
He thought
Yeah.
these patches would help him.
Oh, yeah?
By talking to him, you would never know he's 92. And I told him, well, sir, I'm sorry, but you're not the oldest person on my team. I got a 95-year-old.
He wanted to be the oldest
Oh,
one.
man.
I said, well, we got you beat because we have Diola.
Second oldest.
Yeah, second oldest.
Anyway,
Second
Thank-
oldest.
thank you, everyone. There's nobody else wants to say anything or do anything here. Okay, then I'm going to close this out. Thank you guys for all your time. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye. Good night. Bye, guys.
Bye.